the world is Hump Day, and the rest of the world is right here at ATL. When it's Hump Day, y'all know it's Wicked Wins and Sports T. I am your guy, your dude, the OG Big Sam, aka Mr. White in the building. I
That's
got
the one.
a few surprises, and impromptu guests as well. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the franchises in the building. Special guest as well, Mr. Dale Bird, whom I've been having conversations, as we'll call it, uh, on some of these here things. But I'm gonna open this thing up here uh, with my opening thoughts on this week. Coming into this week, you know, to say um, that I was surprised at where we are. No, I'm not. I'm actually not.
Mm-hmm.
We have
Mm-hmm.
we have first time spots. We have you know um, beginning nature, if you will, for a lot of this team. Um, and a lot of times when it comes, what I'm saying, to this team, a lot of people will, go and come with blinders on, tunnel vision, um, first person shooter suggestions and solutions, if you will.
Right. Right.
I dropped a video um, earlier because I had forgot to drop it yesterday. Um, basically, talking about this fan base mindset and everybody having this, knee jerk mindset. Look, if you're wanting to repeat history, if you will, um, then we're going to be doomed to repeat said history.
Yeah.
All right, we just
Mm-hmm.
fired a coach on last year. All right, who had an
Mm-hmm.
incomplete coaching staff, was still learning how to be a head coach. You know, um, from that perspective. Now here we are. Things have gone a little awry, and everybody's on the mindset that the solution to everything is to fire this guy, cut this guy, sell the team. you know, and I'm like, why? Why?
Yeah.
Why do we have to have this mindset? Why do we have to think like this? And then when I me myself, because I'm speaking from my perspective and my experience and my observation, right? And when I make mention of the fact that, okay, if you can go out through the annals of history of NFL and point out a team that is this successful with the revolving door, the GM spot a revolving door, the coaches spot a revolving door at the quarterback spot, please point them out. Please point them out. Because that ain't never solved anything. You can ask the Cleveland Brown faithful. You know what I'm saying? It seems that Detroit learned that stability above all helps shit work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Look,
yeah.
I,
Mm-hmm.
I get it. And like I said, in that video, by no means if I am not absolving the bad play at all. But damn it, shit happens.
Yeah,
Okay,
I want to
things happen.
go.
All right,
Yeah.
and when the thing about it is when those things happen, how we respond to it, how we deal with it, understand it, and go through it. It's called a process. And part of that process, a lot of things are just not gonna go right. A lot of things are just not gonna be perfect. For those of you from the fantasy football addicts to the Madden players that came into this season thinking, 16 and 0, 17 and 0, those type of expectations. You set your own self up for a straight jacket thinking like that.
I
Now,
don't see
now
that.
that was just my opening thoughts on, on, on,
Mhm.
on what I'm saying, coming into tonight. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, just gonna say hello to a couple people. George Tex Boy, what's happening? Xavier, what's good? Hey, Sonya. Um, what I would like to do, because I had a thought on how I was gonna handle this show, but I completely changed my mind.
Okay.
Um, what I would like, uh, real quick, Mr. Bird.
Mm-hmm.
We've had our conversations and our back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
It is no secret uh, that you would like to put Kirk Cousins on a railroad track and hit him with the 6 o'clock train. But I would like to ask you a question, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why? And I'm not saying you are, but why is this fan base QB triggered to not see defensive failures?
Great question. That's a really good question, White. I'm gonna say this. You can break it down game by game, but I'm gonna give an overall statement to start it off. Whenever you are paid, no matter if it's 100 million or $10,000, to play the quarterback position, that's what you're getting paid to do. And when you're not doing that, you're not playing the quarterback position that you're paid to do. And by the quarterback being the main focal point of football, let's just be clear. I mean, yeah, it's kind of more. How would I? What word I want to use? You are more the focal point of a franchise. So when you're not getting paid to play quarterback, excuse me, when you're getting paid to play quarterback and you're not playing the position of quarterback correctly, you're gonna get called out. A quarterback mistakes is more massive than the defensive mistakes. It's more massive because the quarterback is the focal point of the team, and you're getting paid to play court to do what quarterback's supposed to do. And as of late, really as of really the whole season, really none but 2 games. But I'm gonna give or take that. Um, Kirk Cousins has not played like a quarterback. And then by on top of that, you're being the focal point of the team. So I'm starting off by saying that.
Hmm.
He
So,
only had, he only had 2 good games, but I will give him a give or take, but mainly 2 games. And those 2 games really came back and is now biting us in the ass because the 2 games that we actually played good in, they are ahead of us right now.
so what you're saying is the games against Tampa are the only games that were good games this season.
Yeah, that was a pure what you're getting paid to do type of which that those 2 games is what he's looked like. Those 2 games is what he's getting paid to do, and we have not seen those 2 games nowhere else but those 2 games.
Hmm. All right. And you want to give your thoughts on Mr. Bird's observation?
Um, I feel like, and Sam, though we was talking about this in our chat, and everything. I don't feel like I feel like he's not seeing the whole field,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
he's panicking.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing
Mm-hmm.
like a rookie quarterback,
Absolutely.
and there's a lot of variables that go into that. You know, it, he's to blame for that. Uh, our offensive coordinator is to blame for that, and the offensive line is to blame for that. It's not all on one person. You know, I'm not going I'm not gonna hang up Kirk like a raw piece of meat. I ain't gonna do it. Not yet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he continues to play like trash, like I put it like this, because we have some winnable games coming up. If he plays like trash against Las Vegas, one, and the Giants the following week, we got problem. A big problem. Because now, granted, the Giants defense is pretty good, but still, they got some leaking holes over there. Both teams do. If we cannot, exploit some of their, leaking holes, then we need to, do some soul searching on our team, on our offense, whatever, because something got to change.
Hmm. And no one mentioned 35 points in the air in this year particular play.
And the question you got at the bottom, nobody, you not asking why we're not seeing. Well, we see offensive failures too, and he's a big problem of our offensive failures. Him and Young Wei Koo are a big problem of our offenses. Kirk Cousins is a big problem of that. Last game, it could have easily this past week against Minnesota could have easily been about 5 or 6 interceptions. Minnesota really misdropped
Well,
some picks. He could have threw at least 5 interceptions
we
because
know we
Minnesota.
already know that close and could have only counts in horseshoes. All right.
Mhm.
Um, you know, the turnover that pretty much sealed the game was not
Uh,
dealt by Kirk.
Ray, I'm fuck you
And
up.
he stood. Now, a lot of people was upset by this statement. I mean, but the truth is the truth because the game was tied at 21.
Only
Mhm.
for the
And
fourth
by the
quarter.
time
Yep.
and when the offense got back on the field, it was 35-21.
Let me ask you a question.
Now, again, the question still remains: why are these PSTD fans triggered so much to overlook and dismiss defensive failures, a la 2016? But yet, just like I thought it would happen, it was deflected, and well, the offense had why
Right.
why so what you saying that whatever mistakes that the offense makes absolves the defense for whatever blunders that they make?
Let me ask you a question. The
That's
week
exactly what you just said.
prior, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Prior, the week prior, the defense played stout, and we still lost. So my point to you is, Kirk
Again,
Cousins should
you're
have.
deflecting.
Kirk
Again,
Cousins
you're
should have.
deflecting, Dale.
You
You're
got
deflecting.
you got 4 weeks. Excuse me, 4 quarters in a game. You only dropped 21 points in 4 quarters. You got all these toys to play with, Kirk Cousins. You should have threw 5 interceptions. It should have been 5.
So,
But no. If you know football, if you know X's and O's,
because what you're saying is, 35 points given up in the air. It has no. It's just. It don't count. You're saying that.
Let me finish. You're not letting me finish. You're not letting me finish. Now, since we couldn't score,
the defense gave up 35 points, all of them in the air, but yet everything about this team is Kirk Cousins' fault.
I didn't say everybody. I said on the offensive side is Kirk Cousins' fault, but let me finish.
Bro, you just flipped it off. You just flipped the entire.
No, I did not. No, I did not.
Missed 35 points given up in the air to say it is all on the offense and it's all on Kirk. That's exactly what you
I did not say that. I didn't say it was all on Kirk Cousins. I did not say that. Don't put words in my mouth. I did not say that, Mr. White.
Rewind the tape. Somebody go back and rewind this segment and tell me if I'm wrong.
Rewind it.
I might be a little old, but I know I ain't seen now, and I can hear.
You're very old. You're very old saying that. I did not say it was all Kirk Cousins. I said on the offensive side of the ball, Kirk Cousins is a big problem. That's what I said. That's clearly what I said. Don't put words in my mouth. Don't put words in my mouth.
Right. Because you're refusing to discuss the defense. So my point is made.
No, I'm not.
My point is made.
You didn't let me get to the defense. Now, throughout the course of the game against Minnesota, with going to the fourth, start of the fourth, 21-21. This is where we got out coached at. Because I got proof. Terrell had side on lock. What McConnell did was picked out our weakest link and exposed it. Our weakest link on defense was the alpha. We got out coached on the defense side of the ball because they kept matching up Jefferson and Addison on D'Alford, knowing damn well he can't check neither one of them. They immediately removed our safeties and let D'Alford get toasted the whole game. That's what happened. But your quarterback, Kirk Cousins, went 4 quarters, only scored 21 points. That is bad. And you got all these weapons. You should have threw 5 interceptions. So that's what the problem is. He should have thrown. It should have been 5.
Almost only counts in horseshoe.
Well, he's playing like hot garbage.
Y'all like fucking hot garbage. He almost and it should have been instead of dealing with what actually was.
He threw 2 interceptions.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, he threw 2 interceptions.
Why is that?
And no touchdown passes.
Why? How is it? How is it that when you ask a question about the defense, it keep getting turned around to the offense? How is that, and why is that?
I asked you a question.
That's the question that I'm trying to get an answer to. A la 2016, when the defense gives up 30 damn points in the second half, but yet everybody blames Matt Ryan for the Super Bowl. I'm trying to understand, why is that an addiction for this fan base? Why is that an addiction for this fan base?
You asked me a question, you want to let me ask? Okay, let me tell you, since you want to bring back 2016, let me tell you what Bill Belichick said. This is what he said, and this is God having truth. If you go, I can see a video on that too. This was Belichick. Let me tell why everybody blamed Matt Ryan for this. The commentator said, Belichick, how are you able to make comebacks against teams when you have a when the other team have a big lead? Your offense does great. He said, no. How many times do the other team score when I'm making a comeback? He said, how many times the other team score when I make a comeback? So the offense has the offense is stagnant. for them to come back. So I'm gonna stop your offense. That's what Bill Belichick. Since you want to bring back 2016, that's what Bill Belichick said. Now fast forward to goddamn Sunday.
So that's the excuse for the $73 million defense giving up 30 points in the second half. Oh, okay. All right, go ahead.
I told you what happened.
Go ahead.
No. I told you what happened. You talking about 2016? You talking about Sunday?
Go ahead.
Are you talking about? I'm trying to have a great conversation. I'm not trying to argue. Are you talking about 2016 or are you talking about Sunday? Because I already told you what happened Sunday. Flores, they got on their Chromebooks and seen who was the weakest link. It was D Alpha. They cooked. He was on the back of a milk cart. You know it. I know it. He was matched up all night on an island in a nickel by himself, getting cooked while your quarterback can't score. Throwing bucket balls, throwing Hail Mary balls that should have been picked off. Your quarterback, who can't pick up a goddamn blitz. Your quarterback, whose Achilles is a piece of shit. Your quarterback.
I'm sorry. The blitz got picked up 7 times in that game, so that way you're wrong there. But
No. That's not what
you're still deflecting.
I'm gonna let you talk.
You're still deflecting from 35 points being given up by the defense.
I'm gonna let you talk. Go. If you know football, when a quarterback pick up a blitz, that means he can call it out. He didn't call out. He probably called out maybe 4 blitzes. That's what I mean by pick up a blitz. That's what I mean by pick up a blitz. If you know quarterback, that's what I mean by pick up a blitz. He can't even see it coming. He can't even see the blitz coming. He can't even see a blitz coming. That's what I mean by pick up a blitz, brother.
Oh, goodness.
So I told you the defensive failures. It was most definitely the alpha. I'm not even sitting here and defute that. The Flores, the offensive coordinator realized, okay, that defense, that DB is weak. He can't guard Jefferson Addison. That was. So
you saying D Alpha gave up all 5 scores?
4 of them, yes, got cooked, got burnt.
And can you equalize that? D Alpha gave up all 5 scores?
I didn't say all 5. I didn't say that. He gave up 4 of them. Sure did. Yeah.
I mean, help me. Somebody help me out here. D Alpha gave up.
Hold on. I got a question. So Nate Lamon getting lost in coverage multiple times had nothing to do with that.
We talking about touchdowns. We're not talking about yardage. We talking about big play touchdowns. That's what we're talking about.
Okay.
That's what we're talking about. We're talking about big play yardage.
So
touchdowns. We ain't talking about yard. We talking about touchdowns.
Hold on. So let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Linebackers vacating the middle of the field has nothing to do with giving up big yardage.
I said
that's basically what
we're talking about touchdowns.
Now we're getting into semantics.
Okay. Look up touchdown.
Okay.
He was giving up 6 points left and right.
Okay.
And Terrell had his side on lock. I got video on that. They didn't even look at it. Terrell was quiet. And I can send it to you guys.
So the 11 first downs given up by the defense doesn't count for nothing. We're going to dismiss that and just and say on the fact that D Offer gave up all 5 touchdowns.
I didn't. Did I say all 5? I didn't say all 5, did I?
You might as well have. You're claiming that he was on
all. Put words. See, Mr. White. I didn't say he gave up all 5 touchdowns. Did it? Words not come out of my mouth. He was getting cooked in the 4th quarter. It showed. It was 21-21 going into the 4th. It was the start of the 4th quarter. They just took off.
How about that, Sawyer? How about that?
Sawyer, that's a man, please. You don't know what you're talking about.
Ray fumbling and giving up a short field. I guess D Offer did that too.
And Kirk Cousins, him throwing
I
20
guess the offer did that too.
him ain't picking
I
up
guess the
blitzes.
offer gave up that fumble too. Okay.
No, he didn't at all. So what about Kirk Cousins turning the ball over, ain't throwing no touchdown passes, and can't pick up a goddamn blitz? How about that?
See, the game was still in hand up until Ray fumbled.
So that means the defense played pretty well too, but to the fourth quarter, right? Because it was in hand. I mean, defense played
They
pretty well.
gave up 35 points. What's well about that?
That's not what you just said. It was up in hand to the fourth quarter, right? So it was good hand.
Because we had just damn scored. That's why we was up in hand. We had just tied the fucking game. What you mean?
Right. So what happened after we just scored? They got the ball and they scored, right?
We had just tied the game up. We get the ball back, and Ray fumbles and gives them the short field, and they score again.
Right. So 28-21. Okay, cool. We get the ball back, right? We get the ball back, right? We get the ball back, right? We get it back, right? Do we get the ball back after he fumbled and scored? And what your one-legged quarterback do?
What did the defense do?
No, I ain't asked that. No, we taking steps, sir. I
didn't ask about the offense, but that's what you keep talking about. I asked about the defense. Every time I ask you something about the defense, you want to talk about the offense.
You didn't ask
this is what I'm talking about.
You brought up Ray McLeod.
Fans, so quarterback trigger. You only think that the damn quarterback is the only player on the damn team.
I am not trying to argue, sir. You asked me a question. You said after Ray McLeod fumble, which I agreed to. Stay with me. I said, okay, so that means we going step by step in the fourth quarter. Let's fast forward to the fourth quarter because I'm gonna prove my point. Okay. Ray McLeod fumble. Fair enough. Bad play. Terrible play. 28-21. Your quarterback gets the ball back. So let's walk it down. I'm gonna tell you why Diablo fought. So let's walk it down. What did Joe said you want to bring up defense? What? Because I'm saying deep. I'm saying Kirk Cousins is the main problem on offense. I'm saying the defense played good into the fourth quarter. But we're gonna get to that. After Ray McLeod fumbled the ball, your quarterback get the ball back. I'm asking you a question. What did your quarterback do?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't. Now you don't know.
I don't know.
Now you don't know. Now
you won't answer none of my questions about the defense. So I'm gonna play your game. I'm gonna play your game. I'm gonna play your game. I don't know. Enlighten me.
Okay. Which I'm not playing.
The quarterback is the only position on the field. The quarterback plays defense. The quarterback plays cornerback. The quarterback plays safety. The quarterback plays nickelback. The quarterback plays linebacker. Okay. The quarterback plays defensive tackle. I mean, so enlighten me.
Okay, I'm finna enlighten you since you want to play that game.
Enlighten me.
Okay. So you want to argue? You want to argue? Okay, cool. Forget you, Mr. White.
No. I'm just playing your game. What up, LT?
Okay. What?
I've asked you 4 questions about the defense, and everyone, which one of them, you have flipped over the one to talk about Kirk. You want to make it all about Kirk. There are 52 other men on this team, 11 of which they be on the field on defense. And you're really trying to absolve the defense of giving up 35 points and making it all about Kirk Cousins.
I did not do that. I'm not doing that. You're wrong. You putting words on me. I didn't say that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Ant.
I'm correcting you.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Ant.
Hold on, Sam. Let the man speak.
He never do. He just cut me off. He asked. Okay. I'm glad you said that. Be a mediator. So he told me it was 21-21 going in the fourth quarter. Okay, cool. So I fast forward to fourth quarter. Okay, I'm gonna give him that fourth quarter. I see Ray McLeod fumble. Bad play. Horrible. That's offense. That's not a new defense. You fumble the ball in better territory. Understand it. They score. I said now it's 28-21. Your quarterback got the ball back. I'm putting it back on the offense. I'm not saying nothing about defense. So we're gonna get there in a minute. What did your quarterback do?
So all right. So now that you brought that up, let me correct you real quick. Because when the Falcons went down and scored,
and got the 2-point conversion. The score was 21 all. 21-21 for the people that don't mean that don't understand what I'm saying. So after the score was 21-21, Minnesota got the ball, went right downfield to make it 28-21.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the following kickoff, Ray McLeod got the ball, he fumbled, and then Minnesota got the ball back.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time Kirk Cousins and that offense stepped back on the field, the score was already 35-21.
Exactly. So what did your quarterback do?
I mean, it wasn't much. I mean,
I mean,
he
he
didn't
stopped
perform well.
scoring, didn't he?
He didn't perform well, but I mean, this is
Okay.
football. You ain't gonna score on every drive. I don't know if people get that.
I didn't say you had to. Your quarterback playing like pure trash. He can't pick up a blitz to save his life.
I mean, there's some truth in that. Kirk have not had the best month the last 4 weeks. I can admit that. What I can say is this: when you in a game like the game we was in Sunday, it don't matter. You could talk about quarterback all day long. Nobody can make mistakes. The Ray McLeod fumble pretty much sealed our fate. Defense was already fucking up that whole game.
No, they fucked up. I give 4 quarter. D. Alfred was toast. He was on the back of a milk carton.
He said D. Alfred gave up about 35 points.
Hold up. So you said the defense was toast in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I mean, think about it. It was 21-21 going into the fourth. So that means we only held. We held a 10-2 team to 3 touchdowns going into the fourth.
And then they gave up back-to-back touchdowns on back-to-back drives. What you talking about?
And what I'm talking about is great question. Great question. And what I try to tell Mr. White, where we got our coach at is that offensive coordinator realized who our weakest link was in the fourth quarter.
And who was that?
D. Alfred. They kept singling him out against Addison and Jefferson. He was getting cooked. And you know it. You know it. Stop it. Don't say
the whole secondary got cooked besides AJ Terrell.
No. They was moving. If you understand defense,
the whole secondary
got the safeties out the way. It was nobody over the top.
Because I could have sworn, okay, you bringing up full quarter. Ain't there 3 other quarters that got to be played?
I understand that. Now, to Mr. White's understanding, he wanted.
That's a question. I don't need explanations. Was it 3 other quarters being played prior to that?
Yes,
or no?
And we held that great offense to 3 touchdowns within 3.5 quarters. Yes, sir. No doubt about it.
So if you held the team to 3, so offense scoring 3 touchdowns, that's an accomplishment.
A 10-2 team, you on the road, you're underdog, 21-21 going to fourth quarter.
Holding a team to 3 touchdowns and 3 quarters is an accomplishment.
Yes.
Oh, that's nasty. The bar is in hell for you, my boy.
Now, my boy is we on the road against a 10-2 team. We've had them 0 points. What are you talking about?
Hold on. Remember when we played a defending Super Bowl championship team in 2020 by the name of Kansas City Chiefs, and we held them to 17 points throughout the course of a whole game?
Yep.
So if we could hold a team like that to 17 points out the course of 4 quarters being played, but we gave up 21 points in 3 quarters. But you telling me
there's nothing but 4 more points, and then they turn and like I said, they realized.
But I mean, it's still. But
they realized the weakest link, and they turned up on us. That's what they did.
They've been turning up on the defense all day.
No. How many points they had in the first quarter?
Hold on, bro.
How many points they had in the first quarter? How many points they had in the first quarter? How many points they had in the first quarter?
7.
How many points they had in the first quarter?
7.
How many points they had in the second quarter?
Was it 10?
How many points they had in the third quarter? They
scored another 10 in the third quarter.
There you go.
All I know is they had 21 points going into the fourth.
There you
And
go.
then,
I'm not mad at my as bad as my quarterback was playing throughout the first 3 quarters, holding a 10-2 team to 10 to 21 points at home, and we're underdogs, and it's tied 20-21. I'm not mad at that for my defense at all.
that's hilarious, bro. You have no expectations for this defense at all. That's hilarious. Because you saying that says a lot about the fact that if this is a fan base mindset, this is crazy.
Do
And I'm
you
gonna tell you,
know
Sound better when you say it.
Do you know who was playing? Do you know who was playing? Do you know who was playing?
Bro, listen. Because you saying that, mindful, after the Falcons tied the game, our defense dead ass gave up a touchdown.
Yeah, they did, no doubt. 4th quarter we got cooked. I'm not saying it for 4th quarter was ass. I'll give you that.
But if your expectations is, oh, we held the 10-2 team to 21 points in 3 quarters, what an accomplishment. The bar is in hell.
No, it's
And
not.
please, somebody
5
please bring back
touchdowns in the air, man. There is nothing substantially good about that.
Please bring back real defense. Please bring back real defenses. I really hate this offense in the NFL.
I'm saying that because our offense couldn't score. We was trash too. We got with our quarterback playing like pure ass. That's the best we can do right now.
I get what you're saying, but when your quarterback, when your offense, I ain't just gonna say quarterback, when your offense step back on the field, and after them stepping back on the field, they step back on the field, and the score was 35-21. How are we bringing up offense?
Oh no, it was over after that. I'm agreeing with that. The game was fried.
So how are we blaming the quarterback when the fact of the matter is when the offense got back on the field, the score was 35-21. Literally, when we scored to tie the game, the score was 21-21.
Mm-hmm.
When they got off the field, Minnesota went downfield and made it 28-21. When they were supposed to get back on the field, a fumble took place. They recovered. They scored again. They made it 35-21. So now with you down to 9 minutes in the 4th quarter, and the score is already a 2-score game, you pretty much done became one-dimensional. So in order for you to get points, you got to start passing. But by the defense, your opponent's defense know you have to start passing. Guess what they do? They pin their ears back. We time and snap count. We jump in routes. We know you had to get the ball out your hands. So
right. So with that being said, your quarterback should have been playing good the first 3 quarters then.
They literally tied the game before the run took place.
That ain't good enough on the road against the Minnesota Vikings team. You know it, I know it. Stop it. That team that ain't gonna
bro, you stop it. You stop it.
You stop it.
You stop it.
You stop it.
You stop it,
You
bro.
stop it.
You stop it.
Taking up
Your
the
whole thing, the whole problem of the team on Kirk Cousins. You're absolving the defense of the poorest damn play of giving up 35 points in the air. No, you stop it.
No, the defense play like ass.
You stop it, bro. Come on, man. 35 points in the damn air, and you want to talk Kirk Cousins the whole damn time?
Calm down.
You ain't listening, nigga. I didn't say because
you the one ain't damn listening. You've been trying to talk about Kirk Cousins the whole damn time. The entire time. I've asked your ass 5 defensive questions, and you deflected and flipped it around and want to talk about damn Kirk Cousins. You can't complete a coherent goddamn defensive answer to save your fucking life because all you want to do is stand up on Kirk Cousins' head. And that's the fact.
Nigga, you ain't ask me no defensive questions, stupid ass nigga. Suck my dick, nigga.
Whoa, wait a minute. Stop.
You a damn lie.
Sam, hush.
Whoa.
Hush. You hush. And
he gone.
Because that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Now, I came on this show to have sensible conversation. No need for name calling. No need for outrageousness. Plain and simple. If we cannot have a sensible conversation without name calling In disrespect, this is not the way to go. Plain and simple.
He got mad because I called him on his shit. I asked him the defensive question 5 straight times, and each time he kept deflecting, flipping, and when they got them talk about
Yeah,
Kirk Cousins.
but Sam, you don't need to get angry.
Now, granted, don't get me wrong. The man was being quite much of an idiot with the commentary. I ain't saying he is an idiot, but some of the stuff that he said will show idiocy. Because you can't. First, I even had to correct him on how the game played out
Yep,
because you said that the score was 28-21. That's false. When the offense got back on the field, the score was 35-21. When they finally was able to touch the field again. To add to the fact that the sit here and say that defensively, they sit here and saying that defensively, holding Minnesota to 21 points at home because they a 10-2 team, that's an accomplishment. But a bar in hell like a motherfucker. It is in hell.
that's disgraceful.
This is why. This is exactly why it is fans like that show Matt Ryan no love, especially in the latter part of his career. Because everybody expect you to go out there and put up 35, 40 points, 50 points. No. We even had games where we even had games when we did that and we still lost because why nobody
Bruh,
want to hold defense for accountability.
My
bruh,
They
whole
think
point.
it's shit.
My whole point. That Shane
bro.
Monkey nut made my whole damn point. The entire time, every time I ask a defensive question, what he do? Deflect and flip. Deflect and flip. Deflect and flip. And Kirk Cousins don't play cornerback, safety, free safety, nickelback, dime back, middle linebacker, defensive end, nose tackle. He plays quarterback.
Like I
You
said,
gonna
Kurt
sit
did
there
not
and
have
tell me
Kurt have
giving up 35 points in the air can't be talked about?
what's up, man?
Bruh, I even asked him, so you mean to tell me Nate Landman and our linebackers vacating the middle of the field had nothing to do with us giving up big plays? He said no.
Oh, I mean that he should get kicked off just after that.
Wait. When I mentioned the defense getting 11 first downs, 11 third downs converted on them, well, you said you was asking about touchdowns. Nigga, you getting to them down. How you think they got to them damn touchdowns?
Hold up. Because I didn't even know this. You said Minnesota converted 11 third downs.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Hold on.
Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Third down efficiency. They were 8 for 12 on third down.
I mean that's pretty damn efficient. That's like high 70s, low 80s. Like I tell anybody, anytime a team is above 60% on third down, in most cases they win that game.
Yeah.
So that mean our defense was able to get Minnesota off the field 4 times.
That's it.
4 times. Yeah.
Four. You give
So
up
that's
5 touchdowns.
that's one every quarter. That's one third down stop each quarter. That is not grounds of winning any football games. Not one. Now I see the crazy part about it, like, and this is why I don't really get into huge debates because I can literally make it. I've done this for the last few years. I have people make their point and cure their point in the same sentence.
And he did
And
it
I go,
5 times.
And I could literally make you kill, and I could kill your argument just by making certain statements. You agree with me, but then, an excuse for any lady that's watching this currently, but you turn into a woman with the whole mantra, well, yeah, I get that, but that mean you ain't heard it. That mean nothing that I said, even though it's factual, it mean nothing because you want to get your point across. That don't make sense. You can't tell me that I'm right, but then still try to counter my argument. That makes no sense. Because I'm telling you what the problem is. Yes, I've acknowledged Kurt has not had the best month at all by no stretch of the imagination.
No.
Now, I tell anybody, my biggest gripe for the team has been coaching because what I saw at the beginning of the season, I'm still looking at it at the end of the season.
Yep.
But when the team was winning, I was getting trashed because you being, hey, well, how you hating because we winning? Okay, I let everybody enjoy their fun. But then when the losing streak kicked in, everything I said was the problem being reared its ugly head the last few weeks. That's been my gripe. Now, I said, Kurt has not played well at all. But coaching matters as well as defense matters. And let's be frank. Really and truly, on a one team, on a one game, the defense showed up in that was against the Chargers.
Facts.
Y'all had badass Scantling go for 120 and 2 touchdowns on y'all. He been irrelevant all damn year. He drug you in Minnesota. I mean, in New Orleans. Then from that, to add to that, you also have the game against Denver in Denver, where they put up damn near 40 on your head. Fast forward,
Yeah. I apologize for my tardiness.
fast forward to this past Sunday, you got another team to put up 40 on your head. So in 2 of the last 3 games, your defense gave up nearly 40 and they gave up 40. So we can't keep talking about quarterback. Because right now you're going back to the same arguments that we had in 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. There was the last 4 years of Matt Ryan's years in Atlanta that Matt Ryan had. And all you heard were people cry, piss, and moan about the quarterback. Even though your defense was giving up 40 a week, late game touchdowns. We literally had a game in 2020 where our offense scored 39 points and we lost 40 to 39.
Still lost.
Well, in light of recent events, sports team dummy of the week goes obviously to Dale Bird for obvious reasons. You know, but we got 4 games to change the season. Right now, so on the board, there's 4 games to change the season, and that is the reality. That's cut and dry, plain and simple. Where and how do we move forward into these 4 games? And I let Mucho give his, give an answer to that first.
Yo, first of all, what's going on there, everybody?
What's
going on, bro?
Yeah. Shoot, just to touch on a little bit of what y'all was talking about, to kind of lead on into the question. A saying that we all know, and last that I checked, defense wins championship. Defense win
Yeah.
games. I don't give a damn if we lose 3-0. I mean, defense gave up yardage for them to be able to get in that range. It's still on the defense, to me, at least. But
Agreed.
but but yeah, so we basically need to play better defense this game. Stop giving up the big yardage. Stop losing coverage, falling all over the field and stuff. It's embarrassing. And on the offense side of the ball, I mean, all we need to do is pretty much run the heck out of the ball. I think this should be another Bijan and Alger type of game. Um, Run a few screens, a few dump offs. You know, take your shots every now and again. Here and there, spread the ball around. So yeah, and hold on to the ball. No turnovers. Limit the turnovers. That's another thing.
Now to your point, and I had said this earlier. Um, a lot of people took issue with it, but Kurt got up on the podium and he said it. That we was feeling kind of good. We done tied the game up, and by the time we got back on the field, we were down 35.
And you in the fourth quarter with like 9 minutes left. What y'all
With like
think was gonna
9 minutes
happen?
left.
what you think was gonna happen? You became a one-dimensional team.
You know, and to say that Kurt wasn't picking up the blitz, which is an out flat out lie.
Damn lie.
The
You know,
main more so issue with that, other than him not picking up the blitz, was not taking what the offense was giving them, which was those underneath passes, like Bijan and stuff like that. He was more he was trying to get them big plays.
but
That was the only main.
but Mucho, he was doing that. That was the majority of Ray's catches. That
I
was the
seen
majority
more.
of Ray's catches.
I seen more of that earlier in the game. A lot of those in the fourth quarter and stuff. I think he could have did a little more screen. I mean, that's another thing with play calling. I mean, say a command. That's coaching too. So I mean,
And like I
I
said,
don't
my
know.
biggest gripe for this team has been coaching. That's literally been my biggest gripe. Coaching.
Coaching. Yep.
But what I would say this, when you look at our schedule for the next 4 games, you got I keep want to say Oakland. You got Vegas Monday. You got I think the Giants that next week.
Yep.
Washington and Carolina.
Washington and
Then you
Carolina.
got Washington and then Carolina. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm not saying it's not
Yep.
possible to win those games, but
Yep.
let me tell
Said.
y'all something. Let me tell y'all something though. If the Falcons go to Vegas and lose to Desmond Ritter,
Mm.
That I said.
for everybody that watching this show, y'all ain't gonna like me. Oh, y'all ain't gonna, the fan base ain't gonna like me. Y'all gonna think I put a white sheet over my head.
Love. LT.
Okay, KK.
I
I'm
said
just
it
saying.
earlier. I said it earlier, LT. If we lose to the fucking Raiders, he might be out this year. Morris, because You're being too arrogant, and it's right in your face. And you're not doing anything to change it. You keep
Like
getting beat the same way.
and that to me is the reason, one of the reasons why I didn't really want him back, because you really didn't see much change once we fired Dan Quinn. He pretty much kept running the same shit. Nothing really changed. So, like I said, I don't get me wrong. I know people might be like, that's kind of premature. Like, why would you do this? I didn't even have people say stuff like, y'all gave Arthur Smith 3 years. I'm looking like, bro, when Arthur Smith took this job, who the hell wanted to come to Atlanta? We had no money.
We had nobody.
We had nothing.
We had Oompa Loompas on our
We had guys that
No
was working
talent.
at. We had guys that were working at Amazon on the field for a season.
It's like we did more with less.
Come on, bro.
Exactly.
And right now you got a team that look playoff ready, and you telling me we on the verge of not making the playoffs? Not only that, we not on the verge of not making the playoffs, but we lost the division lead to the team that we swept. Are you kidding me? No. I'm telling, listen, man. If we lose to Vegas, to a Desmond Ritter led Vegas team, mm, 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 mm,
I'm bringing some next.
mm.
Bro, if we don't get our act together, shoot, the Saints could creep up there too.
They right behind us.
And they record like, ain't they like what,
They 5-8.
They 5-0. Oh my
They
God, that's
5-8,
getting
bro.
worse.
That's what I'm.
Just think about
This
that.
is what I'm
Worse.
saying. This is what I'm saying, bro. Like
We could end up being third.
we've allowed these niggas to creep back in by our fuck ups. Like, and everything that we fucking up on is within our own control. Now, granted, I will give them credit. Against the Chargers, they did play much more better. Much better. But then this last game, we reverted right back to the bullshit that we seen against the Broncos and against the Saints.
And that is why I've been trying to get folks to understand, like, this is a bad look overall. Like, you can't, like, for Raheem Morris, you came in saying we're gonna run away with the South. When the season started, it looked like we wanted to run away with the South.
Mm-hmm.
Now, not only that the South done caught up to us, one of them done surpassed us. And I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, the worst part about the scenario is, like you said, the Saints is literally right there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But you going from first to third in your division, and Lord knows, and bruh, and the crazy part about it, I really want folks gonna really trip when I say this. Have people not paid attention to Carolina? They might have been losing, but they've been playing way better ball.
Bro, they was a block extra point away from beating Kansas City.
Bruh.
Let that sink in.
Bro, they could easily win out and we lose out and we end up last.
The crazy part about it is, bro, them boys are legit. These boys are legit.
Bro, next year,
Matter of fact, them boys are legit. A drop pass away from actually upsetting Philadelphia Sunday.
how about that?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying, like that, like that's a bad look. You can't lose to Desmond Ritter, and you damn sure can't lose to Carolina.
Like I said, it's like we find every kind of which way to blow some kind of lead, some kind of big lead.
Whether
Mike said the best. Mike said the best. How many times are we gonna keep saying, or like we gonna keep saying the Falcons find new ways to embarrass us? Cause literally that's all they've been doing now for the past since the Super Bowl in 2016. We're 8 years deep from this, and like it's like the Falcons find literally new ways to embarrass us as fans.
Shit, the fans find new ways to embarrass them damn self.
That too, I agree to
that,
that.
yeah,
Shit.
I third that.
I fourth that.
I definitely agree to that.
Uh, in light of where this conversation has went, I just I I really I just don't see a one and done situation making us better at all. No matter who you even choose to bring in here.
Nope.
I think look, and I said this on the video that I dropped. I mean, that has never worked for nobody. I mean, we just did. I mean, you can pretty much say we just did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Not letting a coach finish out. We just did that.
Hmm.
Okay. I mean, when are we gonna learn at every level? You know, just not to repeat knee-jerk reactions, emotional solutions that don't come to any fucking good.
So let me pause you there, because you said when we gonna learn from knee jerk reactions, but when we gonna learn or not, like when we gonna learn to hire the uncomfortable? When we gonna learn to not go back to folks that we've been familiar with? Because this is because in the Falcons franchise history, this is like the second time we've done this. Like remember back in the day, they had a coach who was trash as hell, fired him, and then maybe a decade later they hired him back again for him to be still trash like he was the first time. Saying like there's a reason why. There's a reason why, and when you really do your homework for Raheem Morris, when you look at what he has done, like unless he got like all-star caliber guys on his defense, you're not going
Yes,
to much.
exactly.
That's just call a spade, my boy. Like when even I even went. Let me go through a playoff run. That 2021 championship that man won on that defense. Just this playoff run alone. You play Arizona in the open on wild card weekend. They allowed 11 points. You played the Tampa Bay Bucks. You go up 27-3. And then you proceed to let Brady walk you down and tie the game up. And if it wasn't for Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp linking up, then no telling how that game would have went. Then you played against the 49ers. I mean, well, shit, at that point, it's just a choke off, which,
Hey,
Shanahan gonna win. Shanahan
let
gonna win that by a mile. Hold up.
let me ask you
Then
this.
you went to the Super Bowl, and really and truly, if it wasn't for the skirmish on the sideline with Aaron Donald, they could have lost that game because even on the last play of the game, Donald saved them because Jalen Ramsey had got smoked so bad by Jamar Chase. The man was running free down the field. That's a
He was
pitch and
wide.
catch.
He was
So
wide
like,
open.
so what I'm saying is like the man had to have superstar caliber guys on his defense in order for him to look like he's worth something. Other than that, when you do the homework, it ain't there. It's not there. Even when you look at his days coaching in Tampa, his
Well, let me
last year in
ask you this
Tampa,
then. Let me
it
ask you
was
this
ranked
then.
30.
Let me ask you this then. Outside of this last offseason's draft, how many guys are Raheem Morris guys on this squad? Hmm?
It is
Huh?
none. But here's the problem I have with
So
that.
so so
Here's the
so
problem I
so
have with that.
so so with that being said, uh, are we really gonna advocate not giving this man a chance to get his guys get his complete personnel of his guys in here? Is that
Yep.
what we doing? That we
Yep.
advocate?
Yep. Because I'm watching how the team performs.
Yeah.
The team is taking on the identity of your coach. They nonchalant. He's nonchalant.
Wow. Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
and you got to think about it too. That Super Bowl year that they won, if I'm not mistaken, when they going through like a bankruptcy issue or something like that, they they
What you?
literally needed that Super Bowl.
Oh,
Yeah,
because they went all in.
they
They
went
went all
all
in.
out for that Super
They went
Bowl.
all in for that Super Bowl. If
Yeah,
they
They
didn't
went all
win,
in.
Lord.
yeah.
Because remember, this is the same Raheem Morris that start off the year the next year against the dang Buffalo Bills. Buffalo put up 34 points on them. That's the same. That's the same Super Bowl championship team that allowed the Falcons with Marcus Mariota walk them down and damn near steal the game from them. That same Rams team with that same guy as their defense coordinator. Remember, they had what like a 2 to 3 score lead on us, and we walked them boys down. The Falcons of all teams walked them down. Well, Marcus Mariota as our quarterback.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There's the solution. There it is right there.
I ain't saying it's an outright
There it is
solution,
right there.
but what I will say is I just didn't agree with the hire from the first place, and now I'm seeing why.
Wow. Mm. And this is exactly why we would. Oh, never mind. I'm done with it.
Don't do it, Sam.
I'm,
Don't.
I'm done with it. You know what? Fire him. Kick, kick, goddamn, GM. Fire his ass too. Fire his ass too. Goddamn, just sell the team. Fuck it.
Fire
Sell
sale.
the team.
Yep.
Fire sale. Everybody
I
go.
mean, that's the only thing that makes sense to everybody.
I don't know
It's,
about that one.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you
might as
something,
well. Might as well.
Sam, quit yelling, quit yelling. Let me ask you
Might
something.
as well.
Let me quit yelling. Let me ask you something. Did when the
I'm
season
not
came
answering.
in that
I'm not
when the
answering.
season you're not answering.
I'm not answering.
Okay.
I'm not, because there's no optimism, and there is nothing being looked at past 3 inches in front of everybody's face.
I mean, you
So,
saying that, but I literally gave all the facts on the table.
because we have not learned shit
And did I not lay all the
from
facts on
having
the table?
revolving doors. Regardless,
And did
if
I not lay all the facts on the
you
table?
don't have stability, what do you have? How are
And
you
did
going
I
to move
not?
on?
And
How
did
are you
I?
going to move forward?
And
How are you going to progress
Anthony,
if you don't have no
Anthony,
stability?
did I not lay all the facts on the table? Did everything I said was not facts?
Stability.
Did everything
Stability.
did
Stability.
everything I said was not
Stability.
facts?
I don't give a fuck about what he did elsewhere. If there is no stability, we have not learned that yet. If there's no stability, y'all really think it got firing, cutting, dismissing is the solution to every fucking thing.
It ain't the solution, but when you seeing what the coach is, you want to. Let me ask you this: if you watch 3 years of the same thing, you still want to keep him?
That's consistency.
Like I said, I didn't necessarily agree with the Arthur Smith firing because I felt like we really had just got at least a resemblance of a team for him last year, and we were still missing some pieces. So I felt like he should have still had his job, including this year. Now, if we'd have been in the same position this year, understandably he was to lose his job. I get that, but that man took the job here with no money and no players, and it took us a few years to build the team up. Did the best way we could. This team's supposed to be a playoff team.
He would have used the hell out of picks.
You said what?
He would have used the hell out of picks, I believe.
Smith,
at least with
anybody
better
Smith.
quarterback, at least with better quarterback play. Because when the man took the job, he had Matt Ryan, and we're doing pretty good with Matt Ryan on the
Yeah,
center.
yeah. I'm thinking of the fact if I guess if he had Kurt.
You see how you don't revitalize Russell Wilson career out there in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, that's where my problem come in at because this was supposed to be a playoff team, and we look like we ain't worth a damn. And
Anybody else?
no, and excuse me for me not wanting to sit here and wait until 3 years down the road of the same shit that we done watched this man do his whole career.
Anybody else?
The
Yeah,
proof
I'm done.
sometimes be in the pudding.
Anybody else?
All I'm gonna say
Corey,
is,
I'm gonna answer Corey real quick. The thing about that Corey, he might not start off 2-4 next year. He might start off winning like he did this year and then falter again. Then what? You go ahead. You got it.
all I'm just say it like this. Me personally, do I think that Raheem should lose his job, even though we don't have any of his pieces yet? I mean, Braylon Trice, he got hurt for the season. I mean, so that pretty much, ixnayed any type of, pass rush that we were gonna have. Um, what's the name? Judon done got old over, all of a sudden. He can't do anything. I mean, Grady, he finally starting to get healthy. And we got a bunch of young pups, outside of that. And then we don't really have a cover linebacker other than Troy who can't stay healthy. And that leaves our secondary out the dry. So I don't know if it's time to, fire Raheem yet. We got to give him time to get his players in. Now, granted, with saying that, he is doing some dumb shit. Okay, he's human. He's human. Do we not allow people to fuck up first, or are we doing like college players and one and done?
I'm gonna be honest with
He a vet.
you. If this was his first stint as a head coach, I could agree. But looking at where all he's been, for the most part, it's like over his career, he showed who this is who he is, including being on the Dan Quinn coaching staff when we blew the 25-point lead in the Super Bowl because he was the assistant head coach, and you didn't even step up and stop that. So that's why my patience is being. I'm a dietitian.
I'm not ready to put the nail in the coffin yet.
Shit,
We
why
should
the
have just
hell
hired
not?
him the first time
Why the hell
and
not?
got it out the way.
The dirt is already in the ground.
That part right there. That part right there.
You
I
should have
agree.
went ahead and did.
We should have hired him the first time. He deserved that job. but maybe it wasn't time yet.
She don't look like it's time yet now.
I mean, it's still year one, man. I mean,
Nope, it don't matter. Season over. And start, you know what I'm saying, doing mock draft shows.
Or maybe he's just better as a AC. I don't know.
They better beat Vegas Monday. I know that.
That's for damn sure.
Why?
The Falcons losing to Desmond Riddle. Oh, that's nasty.
Why?
Vegas already a putrid team as it is, but you lose to a putrid Vegas team with Desmond Ritter as your quarterback, the guy we got rid of. Oh, that's nasty.
Mm.
Man, we can't lose no more of these games. Fuck it. We gotta win all four.
Shit, why
All
play?
four
That,
of
that,
them.
that, I, that I agree.
Why
We could
play the
beat the
four games?
Raiders. We could beat the Raiders, not get embarrassed by Ritter woohoo and lose the rest of the three. Like
I mean,
no.
at this point, why even play the four games? The season's already over.
All right, nah.
Nobody ain't say that.
Then shit.
Nah, I ain't
Nine
say that.
losses. Ain't no.
You know, at this rate, we might as well bring Petrino back and hire Thomas Dimitrov back. At this point,
oh shit,
shit.
Mhm.
hell no. If I see Bobby Petrino, it's on site. You hear me?
You can't even catch that man in doggone you can't even catch that man in Macon, Georgia, let alone Atlanta.
You better not cross that gun line. It's a wrap.
Listen, you see how Shanahan had to come with a massive amount of security.
Well, um, as a person that lived through the Rankin Smith era, I've seen far worse.
Mm,
But I mean, I'm just the unsilent majority in
wait,
this
who am I? Who am I? You
you
know,
know, and I mean, yeah, I don't know, my whole entire point blank, you can't move toward any type of success or progress when you're constantly stopping and sending folk out of the door for whatever reason after 1 or 2 seasons. We just we can't. It's the stability got to start somewhere. It has to start somewhere. And every solution leads to somebody getting fired, dismissed, cut, or whatever the case may be. Nothing that has anything to do with any damn stability. We're never gonna get anywhere. We're never gonna get anywhere. I mean, and that's just the real of it. That's just the real of it.
man, I can tell you where we're gonna be. People may not like it because of this team that I'm about to say. We're gonna be in the same boat as New Orleans Saints. kicking the can down the road, and we can't get over that, that one threshold.
We'll never be there. You know what I'm saying? Given
I'm
the
just
pack
no.
issues,
I'm not saying we're gonna beat them, but we're
we'll
gonna be in the
get all
same
the pack
boat.
issues they got going down there with the
I'm just
Cowboys.
no,
We'll
but
never
you
be
gotta
there.
look. We gotta look, read between the lines. We're gonna be in the same boat as that shit because we're gonna keep like you just said. We keep firing coaches. A season, 2 or 3, and we can't never do anything. We're gonna keep winning 4 to 7 games every season.
I just want to say also, if Matt had stability, he probably would have had 2 Super Bowls
Shit,
as well.
he probably would have 4.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. To be completely honest, and I remember when I said this when it happened. When Mike Smith got fired, it should have been a package deal. Dimitrov should have went out the door with him. Okay, as much as you want to put the blame, as much as people want to put the blame on Mike Smith, Dimitrov was definitely a problem, and you were seeing it early. You let we had one of the best offensive line in the league when Matt first got drafted. You let Harvey Dahl walk to St. Louis. That was stupid.
Harvey Dog.
That
Mm-mm.
that was he was our muscle. He was that grimy dude. Like he took cheap shots in between the whistles and stuff. Then you let Tyson Claiborne walk to the Dolphins. Then you pretty much force Mud Duck in retirement because you say you want to sign him back. So you don't let the Falcons lose 3 linemen in a course of 3 years. Not only that, you gave Sam Baker, a dude that was usually injured, you gave him a lucrative contract, and that man ain't play a regular season when he got since he had got paid. He got hurt in 2013 and got hurt again in 2014, and we had to cut our losses. So, like I said, so Dimitrov was definitely the problem, but nobody ain't wanted to put it on him. He somehow convinced Arthur Blank to keep him instead of firing him along with Arthur Smith.
And it
I
feel
mean
like
Mike
we
Smith.
did that a lot. Feel like we did that a lot.
But firing like keeping GMs and firing coaches.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I can say about Fontenot, he at least know how to sign people and not give them a crazy behind contract. I know people gonna say, well, what about the Kirk Cousins? If you want to call Kirk, that's one. But when you look at Dimitrov track record, holy shit.
I mean,
But see, I have no problem with Kirk contract compared to a lot of these other quarterback contracts out here that are shitting in the
bingo.
bed all over the damn place.
That's it. That's it right there.
I'm living good with my 90 million guaranteed
Yep.
as opposed to the 120, 140, 160, yeah, and the damn Deshaun Watson debacle over there in Cleveland. I have no
I'm
problem
good.
with the
I'm
contract.
good. I'm straight.
Say that again, because everybody keep wanting to say this 180.
I have
They
no
don't know
problem
how to
with
break it
these
down.
$90 million
That's what
guaranteed.
that is.
But see, a lot
No,
of people be
the total amount is 180, but he ain't getting paid 100
Right.
million like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
he got 90 million guaranteed. Is it? Okay, see, you got a lot of these folks out here screaming at 180 because they play Madden with the trade restrictions off and no salary cap and be out here making fantasy football deals.
mm-hmm.
Ain't talking about nobody, but I'm talking about what I'm talking about.
I mean, I got a lead like that. I got a lead like that only because I wanted Brock Bowers and Pitts on the same team.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. Back in like the PS2 days, I done that, tying the salary cap off and whatnot. But I had the Falcons with Ward Dunn, Michael Vick, T.O., Tony Gonzalez, this price on what but I was
God
having a field
damn.
day.
God. You know what?
Well, I'm talking about boy. It was boy. You talking about real fantasy football going on?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's a super
I want
team.
to clarify something just to make my position clear. All right. I'm
Mhm.
like I said at the beginning, by no means am I absolving the the
Nope.
choices
None
and
of us.
decisions that Raheem Morris has made that hasn't turned out good. By no means am
Nope.
I absolving Kirk Cousins of his future play. Okay, to make
Mhm.
that understood, all right? Because it just that at some point the law of averages got to kick in, and you know what I'm saying, and shit has to turn. I just believe that, right? And I just see that's why I say me myself, I look at shit different. I think a little bit different when it comes to my Atlanta Falcons. I'm not, you know, I may be optimistic to a fault. I can admit,
Same.
but I'm optimistic
Yep.
as opposed to 97% of this fan base. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. When Kirk Cousins put his name on that contract, motherfucker was sitting on damn ready for his first incomplete pass to say start Penix. They were sitting on ready for that first bad play or him getting sacked, you know, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the Penix.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? There's a lot that has gone into this season that a lot of people gloss over, dismiss, or don't even bring into the equation. And if you've been watching me, you know what those things are. So I ain't got to go down that list. All I'm saying, you know, stability got to start somewhere, man. And if the first sign of shit being bad or or something that reminds you of revisionist history, and it's time to pull the trigger on giving a pink slip. Haven't we done that enough? Haven't we done that enough?
A lot.
Aren't we tired of starting over?
I'm just saying that's my
Where,
entire
where,
damn point.
where's the foundation? That's the question I have. Where's the foundation?
My kind of argument to that is if nothing changed, then guess what you're going to have to do regardless.
Well, let's get to that. Let's get to that point. I mean, but damn,
Right.
you can't exact a culture or a a new atmosphere or a new standard. I mean, everything ain't gonna be perfect. Everything ain't gonna go right when you're coming in the door and you trying to the foundation got to start somewhere. And if you keep fighting, if you keep getting rid of construction companies, you will never get the goddamn building off the fucking ground.
Mm. Lord, no.
You wouldn't hire a construction company that already got a bad rep either.
You know what? But again, I'm just the undecided majority over here.
Yep. Same
Uh,
here.
so it is what it is. It's going, it's going, go on and fire him and bring the next one in, and then the next one comes in, and you know
I
don't
wouldn't even really be calling for his head if the Falcons wasn't
have
losing
a start. I guess we're
the
gonna
way they losing.
we're gonna be going through coaches every year until we get the 1972 Dolphins season off in the gap. I guess.
Somebody ain't looking for that. I just want a team that's coached properly. And I don't care if
But
you get.
don't
I
start to
don't care
have
about people.
don't,
I
don't,
don't care if anybody get a thrown about. You know what I'm talking about? He ain't got his guys in. You not even coaching the guys up that's here now. And that's where my problem come in at. You can clearly see it on the field. And when you do see it on the field, anytime the camera cut to him, he's staying in the sky. Like my mom used to tell me all the time. What the hell you looking at that for? Yeah, it's gonna fall out the sky?
It's already been proven. Hell, 90% of y'all didn't want him here to begin with. So I mean, reasons was already sitting on ready. So I mean, hey,
I actually was giving him a chance.
I can't tell.
I mean, but
It took
I
three
really,
years. It took 3 years for Arthur Smith to really get the players that he wanted, and we got rid of them. I mean,
With
it's
the
like I see what you're saying.
incomplete coaching staff, with the incomplete coaching staff, let's not forget that.
and I
Yeah,
mean like I said, I was one of the ones who was like, we need to keep Arthur Smith, but everybody else was listening to the media. Media saying we should get rid of him. He not helping us win games at this, that, and third. But I'm looking like, have y'all not seen what the Falcons had to go through these last few years? Like we had nothing. Like last year was the first year of resemblance of him getting his roster together, and then you fired the man.
hmm
Now I'd rather something like that. Like even though Robert Saleh got fired on because of Aaron Rodgers, yes, I'm still bringing it up. But if that was the case for Arthur Smith this year, I could understand him losing his job after this year. But people want to win. But the crazy part about it, everybody was clamoring about they want wins. We want wins now. We want wins now. Nah, you got a
we
guy
still won't
in
win.
and you still ain't winning. Now you want to tell? I ain't saying you saying, but I was like, you got the fan base saying, well, we should just try to give him a chance. Why y'all ain't give Arthur Smith a chance? Well, that situation was different. Like we had a playoff team. No, we didn't. We literally was just getting the team together. We literally was getting the team together. We didn't go out there. What was who was our big free agent signing? Jesse Bates. I'm happy to have him, no doubt. But it wasn't like mother just flocking to Atlanta. We were literally building from scratch. Most of our guys came from the draft.
And that was the one thing that I was loving
Me too.
hmm
about the Arthur Smith high. Because I had that 70s that 70s and 80s feel. We are literally building through the draft and trying to develop people. But that wasn't good enough.
Nope.
That one. Those are the old back in the daytime. It don't work like that no more. Why not? Y'all think eating microwave dinners is better than conventional oven cooked meals?
My fat ass gonna take the neck bones over chicken Alfredo all day.
Right.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? This microwave
Give me the chicken Alfredo then.
this microwave
I know
mindset.
this. I know this nigga. I know this motherfucker lying. He lying.
I take the chicken Alfredo then.
He lying.
If you make it right, smack it.
And you a fat ass just like me. You ain't taking no damn chicken Alfredo.
Who you telling? Who? See,
What
he don't know me. He don't know
you
me.
telling, you
He
telling
don't
me
know
somebody
me.
got a chicken Alfredo on the left
Man, give me some chicken Alfredo.
but a pot of
I,
that bowls on the right. You gonna say chicken Alfredo over the
give me
demo?
chicken Alfredo. I
Hey,
stay on this left side.
good night, everybody.
I stay over here. Hey, I don't need everybody to agree. Hey, give me chicken Alfredo.
Mm. I mean, well, you can boil the noodles on the stove, you know, and add the sauce, you know what I'm saying, in the pot. I,
Yeah, give me the oxtail.
yeah. I got a crock pot full of oxtail right now.
Hey, I didn't say what else I was gonna add into the shit.
No. You stick to that them 19 to 25-year-old
Nah,
meals.
see, I didn't say everything. All right, y'all can keep. Hold on. Are you gonna let me speak?
Go ahead, then.
Y'all can keep doing oxtails. I'm chicken, shrimp, sausage.
Salmon.
No, y'all you keep that salmon.
You gonna sit over there and tell that lie you don't want no oxtails and rice there?
But you don't you hear that?
I'm
You hear
saying I'm
that?
sticking to my guns. I don't give a
He's-
damn
I
what y'all
mess
think.
around and make an oxtail Alfredo.
Get out. That's some blasphemous ass shit right there. Oxtail Alfredo. The hell?
Yeah.
He trying to stay on the toilet.
I mean, bruh, with the feet up, straining like a mother.
Well,
Straining
listen,
like
you gotta eat that gut rich pose. You know how when your stomach be told and you grab and you holding your stomach while you, you with your legs with your knees buckled in like you in a fetal position.
you know, all
So
y'all
back,
out there that has Bernard with the good hair PTSD, man, go lay on the couch with that. Go lay on the couch and talk to a therapist about that. Talk to a therapist about it. You know what I'm saying?
please, please
Uh,
let that shit out.
what happened to that young man here?
It's not fair.
You know, I was glad to see him go, just so he could get a piece of fucking mind.
It
Talk
was
about
not
this
fair.
riddle.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't
I was
fair.
glad to see him go.
The way these fans treated
I
him
was
was not fair,
relieved
bro.
to see him go.
I
Because
don't know for any Falcon fan that see this live or watching it live currently. I must say, y'all do make the fan base look bad, bro. The way how y'all be talking about people, talk about folks' families. I don't seen y'all talk trash about Matt Ryan kid. I done seen y'all say that Matt Ryan fucking Arthur Smith's daughter. Sarah ain't nowhere near related to Arthur Smith.
you know what it was from this
That
fan base when
what
they chose to advocate for the sexual harassment king in
oh,
Deshaun Watson.
Mr. Rub Me Down.
then
That
you
right there,
got
that
then to
moment
add
right
to
there
that,
showed me exactly what this fan base is all about.
then you had the nerve to like first of all, let me speak on Sarah real quick. People got to understand Sarah is legit a college athlete herself.
Yes.
Bonafide.
Bona fide college athlete. Y'all think Sarah just some prissy white girl that married Matt. No.
No,
Sarah
no,
literally
no.
played college. She literally played college ball. Literally played college ball.
Yeah.
Uh
She was a 4-star athlete.
That part.
the
Who
add
that
to
Arthur
that,
Smith daughter?
wow.
Who?
Wow. That man
Who
tripping.
daughter?
You said who, daughter?
I was asking, who daughter y'all said that was?
Nah, we talking about
No,
Matt Ryan's
the
wife.
Falcon fan said that Matt's wife was Arthur Smith
Oh,
was Arthur Blank. I'm sorry, Arthur Blank daughter, my bad.
okay.
I've seen y'all get on Twitter harassing guys like you know, Devontae Freeman. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand people got that gripe with that man. But the way I saw some folks talking trash about that man, let me tell you, a lot of y'all folks ain't lived the type of life that man lived. That boy came from the Pokey Bean Projects in Miami, Florida. Let me tell y'all something.
They
I
stayed
know,
in Port 48.
I know for a fact y'all couldn't walk in them projects. I
Mm-mm.
walked in them projects.
Mm-mm.
Y'all couldn't walk in Pokey Beans, bro.
Y'all not built like that.
You not built like that. I've been in Pokey Beans. You ain't built for that.
Them niggas, they
They
stay on
different.
Port 48, bro.
They
Stay.
different.
Come
Look,
on.
you got a lot of these same motherfuckers around here talking that noise that wouldn't even dare walk in Smith Street in the bluff.
At all. And I've been there. So
Now,
that I be saying, like, bro, don't like y'all like to see how some of y'all be attacking players and stuff. Like y'all, this is what we've been saying for the last few years. Y'all be wondering why people will. Then why isn't nobody try to come to the Falcons? Y'all don't think them people see them tweets?
Because of y'all.
from Twitter to Facebook to Instagram. I mean,
And
you know,
first of believe y'all might not think them folks see them tweets. Them folks see them stuff. I know people that I done discuss these conversations with. Like, yeah, we see what y'all tweet.
bro, that was a 15-year period. All right. And I seen, you know, where some players, around different other teams, and when Atlanta's mentioned as a destination, not me. Oh no, I want to go where I'm appreciated as a 12th man in this league. We suck as
Listen,
a
I'm a
12th man in this league. Bro, we show up to the games and spend more time walking around trying to pick up hoes,
Back.
you know what I'm saying, and act like we at Freaknik, than being in the
Back.
seats making
Back.
the. It is sad that opposing team fans come to our arena and make more noise than the home team.
the wild part about your
Well,
statement. The wild part about your statement. You like I had a discourse with a fan, and they got upset with me because I said that I see the Falcons done got had more had done got showed up again, and they told me, well, if you came to the game, you would know, baby. I don't have to be there. The commentary said it. The folks on the
you
folks that's
can see
calling
it
the
on
game, they
TV.
see it on TV. Pitt,
You
no,
don't
don't get
gotta
me
be
wrong.
there.
Don't get me wrong. Still a nation do travel, no doubt about it. But y'all didn't even come. Y'all didn't even combat it. But it looked like Heinz Field in Georgia. It was
It so
terrible
did
power swinging everywhere.
everywhere.
Hmm.
Even look, LT.
Fast forward.
Even
Hold on. One more thing. Fast forward to the Cowboys game. Fast forward to the Cowboys game. My OG from my hometown, he went to the game because he's a Falcons fan. But he got on Facebook the very next day and said, I might love my Falcons, but at least by over 60% of that stadium were Cowboy fans. I said, oh my God. That
Yep.
man drove 3 hours to that game and sat in the stands and said it was over 60% Cowboys fans. And we was winning. We was 6-3. Why y'all not picking out the stadiums?
Hmm.
I
You
think
Come
the
know,
only
on, son.
game you showed up
y'all get
in
on
was
social media.
that KC game.
Y'all get on social media and y'all dog out. There is no support. There is no positive feedback. There is no support at all. It is sad when opposing team fans have to say something positive about our team, and you can't get that from your own. And y'all expect, what I'm saying, free agents be overly jumping up and breaking their neck and selling out flights to get here to come interview to come play for this team.
But I done had my cousin. I got a cousin who's from New Orleans. Now he was born and raised in New Orleans. His dad's from my hometown. But he even told me out his own mind. I don't see how y'all don't appreciate Matt Ryan. He's literally the best thing that happened to y'all franchise. And he's a Saints fan.
Best
Remember,
quarterback we ever had.
Kyle Shanahan made him.
Like, I done seen New York Giants fans defend him. I done seen Chicago Bears fans defend him. I done seen Jets fans defend him. I done seen Baltimore fans say, y'all better be glad y'all got him. Because if we would have had him, hoo-hoo.
Huh. Bro, Ray Lewis sat up in the interview and said, if I had Matt Ryan as my quarterback, I'd probably have 5 Super Bowls. Ray Lewis said that.
Right.
So, like I said, the fact that people think that folks just gonna come here off the strength of it's Atlanta, but y'all don't realize as a fan base, y'all make it hard for folks want to come here. Cause y'all drag the team, y'all if the player ain't performing, y'all drag them real bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you're supposed to settle for mediocrity, but it's a difference between settling for mediocrity and being disrespectful. And y'all be disrespectful as hell.
I'm gonna say this. Two franchises that are responsible for 8 of the worst seasons in NFL history. All right, and they pack their individual, arenas out. Really, I haven't seen the Cleveland Browns not sold out in over 30 years. I haven't seen the Detroit Lions not sold out in
Oh
over
my
30
God.
years.
I've been saying this shit for
Okay,
years.
and those 2 franchises are responsible for 8 of the worst seasons in NFL history, and yet them fans, Cleveland in 13 below zero, and it's blizzarding out there. They out there butt naked with no shirts on, out there tearing for their damn team.
And 2 of those seasons came from both teams where they both didn't win a game the whole year.
The whole year, bro.
Winless.
As a
And
matter,
y'all out here
as
talking
a,
about you're tired of losing. What are you tired of?
as a matter of fact, Cleveland held a damn parade for going 0-16.
That part.
For real.
Hmm.
No, seriously, them
Yeah.
boys they had a
Yeah.
For
parade for
real.
the boys.
For real.
Yeah.
Mucho, this is for real. They had a parade for that shit.
Wow.
They even look. They even had their team taken away, brought back, and they still fans.
Facts.
What more proof do you
Facts.
need, bruh?
Facts.
How you celebrate
But
failure?
we have folks out here claiming to be season ticket holders, but sell their tickets to opposing team fans. Okay, we sit up and say stuff like, "Well, I have to be entertained in order to be the tip man." Who the fuck are you?
The same people that think that beating the Green Bay Packers at home in the playoff game is more important than losing the Super Bowl. But who's counting? It was a wild card.
And they can't even tell that story right.
Yeah, because you said it then watch Vic tell scorches ass lies on interviews. Cause listen, that man. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was a football life.
Yep.
That he was on NFL Network. He got like 3 documentaries. He got the 30 for 30. He got the Football Life, and he got a Bleacher Report documentary that's strictly on YouTube. But let me tell you something. That boy got on that dog on Football Life and said, "But again, when I got on the field, but the game came easy. I was out there like, I said that boy straight up lied on national television because that man completed 1 pass on that drive, and that was the damn Sean Jefferson. We ran the ball down on people's throat. Don't you get on here lying? He saw the game 5 for 5 for a touchdown. Boy, you lying. You lying.
Because
and if you think I'm lying, you can get on YouTube and you could type in Atlanta Falcons versus Green Bay Packers 2002 playoffs, the whole game will pop up for you. You gonna watch that first drive and see what all that you were talking about doing. He wasn't doing none of that. He
The
wasn't. It was
defense
smashed. It was
had
smashed.
Brett
By,
Favre in
Done.
a chokehold. The defense
Defense, run game. That's
look, I want people to understand. We got. I think we got 3 picks that game. 2 by Keon Carpenter.
yep.
Rest in peace. 1 by Jerron Bolden. We got a block punt for a touchdown, and we ended the game with a strip sack fumble from Brady Smith that was recovered, and that was covered, and we won that game 27-7. We dominated as
I'm
a
talking about
team.
Michael.
It
I'm
wasn't
talking about
Vic.
Mike Vick.
It
Talking
was.
about Mike
It
Vick took
wasn't
over the
Vic. It was a
game.
team. The main thing Vic was known for in that game was the play where he had KGB, where KGB had him wrapped up, and he broke the tackle and he ran for a first down, which it wasn't for a shoestring tackle. He would have ran for a touchdown. That's the only thing you can look at and
yeah.
say,
I
yeah,
remember
Vic
that.
did his damn thing. But other than that, bro, it was straight up smash mouth football. Them people got a heavy dose. Green Bay defense got a heavy dose of done and duck it that whole game.
Yep.
That Falcon defense had Brett Favre in the chokehold.
Chokehold.
Could do nothing.
But let these Falcon fans tell it. And Vic took over the game. Uh, Lies. You cannot rewrite history.
No, because listen, I'm gonna tell you what happened the next week. But Jim Johnson was on. Jim Johnson was that boy Jim Johnson boy, but he
Now,
was dialing
now,
it
now,
up.
now, now that's the funny side. On the flip side, of that they try to rewrite history on the Lambeau story, but you don't hear now one of them bringing up the NFC Championship game.
No, this was the '02 season. That was the wild card game, and then we played Philly in the division round. But Jim Johnson had them boys in. Boy, he had the boys in the straight jacket. Boy, I'm talking about Vic broke out for a 15-yard touchdown run, but boy, he paid for it. That man named Brian Dawkins, he made sure he felt that. But don't you ever run up my field again.
Yeah,
And he got called back for a holding penalty. So not only that you ran for that, and you took a shot for that. Now you
right.
have to run it. Now you have to run it down back.
Well, look,
And Brian Dawkins just speared you.
yeah, look, to the 14 people at the particular time that is watching, look, hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to Mr. White Network, please. I need 20 more to get 200. Just saying, help your boy out. Trying to expand this thing. We've been in here, saying close to 2 hours.
Almost 2
Good,
hours.
high, intense conversation. So I hope some of y'all learned a little something, got a little info, and whatever the case may be. And I hope, you appreciate the content because I appreciate y'all tuning in. I don't know how much more I can, reiterate that, state that. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys for tuning in and making, my channel is what it's turning into. You know, um, I also want to give a little shout out to my young big homie down below me, Mucho Grande, joining the team, giving his, observation and answers and outlooks on things. Uh, the resident lineman and LT, y'all are normal. We in this thing on everyday basis. Um, you know, anything you guys want to say before we close it out?
No, I'm good, bro.
Good.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm gonna just say, stay tuned for the. I think we're gonna do a Saturday show with Coach the Bird Feeder, and then stay tuned for the regulators on Sunday.
Yep.
That's about it.
I knew madness on Friday, like
Yep.
always. We'll be previewing this week's game. Um, You know what I'm saying? For the most part of that show, tune in. Um,
Oh yeah. And what's up with the Monday? I know we got a Monday night game.
oh yeah, well, Monday morning will be still man Monday with the OG. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna, what I'm saying, we'll be, popping it up and tuning it up. You know what I'm saying, for that, as well. You know what I'm saying? Starting the Grande, uh, as well. You know, but hey, like I said, hope y'all enjoyed the show. You know what I'm saying?
Is
Got to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep it dirty and most nobly. Got to keep it real with yourself and let your next choice be your best choice for the crew. You know what I'm saying? Franchise, LT, Mucho, and myself. We out.
we out, y'all.
This is peace.